Test. 1, 2, 3. Testing the audio. Hmm. Nope. So how's it sound right now? How's it sound? The game's not louder than me.
And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started.
So you can hear me clearly now?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UNLV Rebels offense takes the field. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Slips a tackle. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Thank you for joining, Chase.
Still running at the 40.
We're excited for college football coming out.
Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Thank you for the follow there, Chase.
They go to the ground.
Hopefully,
Open space at the 25. Dances away again. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie on the door, baby. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball.
Don't ever scream too much.
To kill you on different plays.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
For those who are tuning into the stream,
and the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field.
Always appreciate
3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone.
Way to do it.
Looking for a block. It's Golden.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Try to get it to the edge. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of running room. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive.
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Orioles right now. That's good.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, how did you make that move? And
Those watching
gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's
the
finally
grind
out
you
of
have
bounds.
to do
Big plays like that makes play calling
is
so much easier. Now it's
stupidest
1st and
shit
10
in
from
the
the
world.
34.
Like, if you don't have a good
And
plan,
he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
you will definitely.
You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays.
Every
That's why
player
you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
It is
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own
5
25.
simple solos.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really
I
an
would say
opportunity day.
4.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar there. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get outside. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little.
He's off to the races. He's at the 40.
I was sitting at 12 followers on Twitch and
Touchdown,
less than 20 on
Texas!
TikTok.
And the pummeling has started.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you,
follow,
you're looking on the Jumbotron
that
to
follower
see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that lap.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Too much.
And the Rebels will
Get
line up to punt
notifications
it
from
away.
OBS that there's
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Golden.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Toss to the outside. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Got some room
He should have dropped
goal
it.
line. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll do it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended.
5.
So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an
That's two.
old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen,
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw.
No.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On third down, he'll have to push it downfield. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. Makes the catch at the 30. Here comes the Texas offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that two spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when you're
Open runway ahead. The 40. He's at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Trying to get... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
We've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You can take a knee. You can run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going up top on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. He wants to pass it on second down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.
Thank you so much for joining there, Chadwick. How are you doing today? And we're getting so close to getting those final two crossovers. Can I get something higher than that? No, I cannot. Training fodder. Devin. What else? definitely get those rushing yards. Get the point. Probably 25 seconds. Trying to get this happen. Run.
The Mustangs will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So the Texas Longhorns return team will have that offense backed up. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's...
And he's running in the open. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
So the SMU Mustangs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, it's Golden. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did...
Just steamrolling the defense. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. Sweet cut there. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's golden. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
All kinds of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got loose, it was all over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the returner will be brought down. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They're bringing heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. No fair catches here, looking for room. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
Oh, look out, there he goes! The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this.
Let me know
Third
if my
and long
audio
from inside their own 20.
Nowhere
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. At the 45, on his way. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in here, and there was no getting it.
And they tacked on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for space. It's Tuafili. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tuafili. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Golden. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bill.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuafili.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast.
Fires and picked off.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
2nd down.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Oh, what a move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Running for it on 4th down. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Slams ahead.
Early, because anytime you get a flag and score, it
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out.
Really
You got to
not
call
gonna get
your
it
plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Golden. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Dick.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Running it back, it's Golden. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a...
And we got another. Eight more. So whatever my next repeatable milestone is, 15 sacks it is. Grind begin. If you ended up downloading the beta from a while ago, unfortunately, I was not selected to get a beta code, so congrats to you on that. But I would recommend uninstalling the beta just to play it on the safe side, and then your console should probably have already started to preload.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up.
I believe
in
mine
this bowl
already
game.
started to preload earlier this afternoon because the game drops tomorrow at noon.
Here he
which is
comes from
going to
inside
be
his own 5.
First thing I'm doing is checking out Ultimate
The
Team. For
Longhorns
that,
will have some
probably
work to
record
do
some road
after
tour
that short
videos to try to
return.
upload that.
And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going
here,
fast?
but
The heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Three-time
Well, this is a special
scheduling.
player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense. They're going to have to find a way to try to slow this
How are you
down.
liking the
And
beta?
he's going to touch it every single...
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as the more physical unit throughout this contest. You saw a phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
A first down for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Golden. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Just destroying his way through the field. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
football team.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give is to Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Bringing it back, it's Golden. Here comes the Texas offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away.
Anybody who's joined, how are y'all doing today?
Not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Golden. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking for a block. It's Golden. And now this offense will take the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! and the beatdown has ensued. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Longhorn! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Appreciate the follow there, Jalen. Are you going to be downloading 26 when it drops at noon tomorrow?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Oh, and thank you for liking as well. I always appreciate that.
He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires
Oh,
a
okay.
ball, and now it's picked
That
off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
That wide.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic
All I need is I can get
loss
the
on that
one
play.
cross and
Timeout
done.
called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. He's right on target. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going up top here late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run
Thank you
defense,
for joining
pass
the live,
defense.
Howard.
They've been so
Yeah.
good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
How are you doing
They
tonight?
dominated
Thank
this
you for
football
joining.
game.
And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the
Let's
clock and
go
get.
back.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the
10
ground.
seconds. Yeah.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got
Just
stuck
running
in
the live.
reverse.
How you guys
The
doing
punt
tonight?
can bail them out.
Trying to grind out the last few crossover tokens I need.
And
I
here
did
comes
for you.
the Texas offense back
Wait
on the
for it to
field.
drop at noon
What a
tomorrow.
feeling this has to be, David, in
I'll be
complete
streaming,
control and headed toward
Not as
victory
soon as it
formation.
drops, because
He
I
holds
get
it
off
in
work
and
first, but
nobody's
I'll probably be
close.
live around 6.
Touchdown,
If you do
Texas! And the stomping has
I'm
commenced.
definitely going to start out.
This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You gotta find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He's gonna pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Longhorn! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket.
One
Even
more
when things
sack,
are
and
collapsing,
you
you
get
got
it.
guys swiping at it. You got to have 2 hands up.
And they're going to score again.
Thanks
Yet
for joining the
another
live.
touchdown as
Be
they
sure to
just
drop a
add
like.
their total.
Always appreciate it.
There is time
How's
on
everyone
the
doing
clock.
tonight?
There's
Happy
time on the
doing
clock.
it?
There's time to put more
Downloading
points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator
right
needs to
new
work out
with the
too,
new
right?
Madden.
Yeah,
Another
and I
game of
guess
this
he's been getting it, and the
Let
defense's
me
job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out
One
of
more
here.
sack
You
for
still
the
get
solo seasons to get enough XP to get that final crossover.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, to call this an abject disaster for the offense would be an insult to abject
And we
disaster.
got it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous
Now I
play.
should have enough crossover
Defense just
tokens to
cradling that
Devin
fumble and
Hester.
securing it.
But
Touchdown, Texas! And the defense doing work.
thankfully, this grind wasn't at the
What a play
great
by the
almost to
defense
get the
there.
pick.
Loose football.
That card
Country
is
fumble.
an
Pick it
absolute
up with
nightmare.
room, scoop, and score.
If you haven't done
No
it already,
doubt. Country versus city with a
good
country
luck.
fumble.
I mean, you don't get the
Around,
cards
I
cut
gotta
them
pick
on,
that puppy
but,
up
I
and do
mean,
some damage with it.
looking
Nice
at
job
it,
seeing
the card is
situation,
worth it. Don't worry.
Scooping it up,
The
making
most
a play.
insane part is having to
First
do
down here for
20
the offense.
history in the making full games from the solo seasons, and they're 6-minute quarters each.
They're going to throw
The best
it to
thing you
start
can do
the
is
drive.
just turn on shoot
And
clock.
they get to the quarterback and
Grind
knock him
it
down
over.
back at the
That's all you
16.
can do. Let's see.
This is what an elite team
Give me
does.
that final
They know
crossover token, and might as well, continue to live if enough people like it and join, and I can grind for that Haloti Nada as well. So. Be sure to drop a like if you are in the stream. I always like to know if people are actually watching, but let's go ahead and add this final crossover token and get that Devin Hester. already got Eric Dickerson for the next game, as well as the graduation scavenger hunt. That was an absolute nightmare, but not as bad as getting Eric. And there he is. 99 Devin Hester. These stats. But the grind, like I said, was okay. Actually, zone coverage is but hey, getting a free 85 overall, I believe, start out on next year. Whereas tomorrow, that's gonna be huge. Woo! My deed is done. I guess I can continue the stream a little bit longer and try to get that Hello Nada so I'm fully crossovered out. Thank you for joining the live. Be sure to drop a like and let me know what your favorite college team or NFL team is. Either one. We'll probably see if I can throw him in over Terrell. I'm just good at jumping. It drops tomorrow at noon. Did you already pre-order by chance? Because I know I did, and I'll be playing it later that afternoon as soon as I get off work. You know what? Thank you for joining the live. Let me know if you're going to be downloading the new game when it comes out tomorrow at noon. Yeah, unfortunately, the game does not end up dropping till noon tomorrow. They said that in the deep further look into Ultimate Team. Uh, the game does drop at noon, so I will be live streaming tomorrow night. I get off of work and record a little video or two for my channel. But definitely drop a follow and like, and you'll get notified when I go live. And I'm sure you'll be playing it too. But in case you wanna, it comes out at noon tomorrow. Just go ahead. Also, let me know. Can anybody hear me? Because I know I had to try to work on my audio earlier. Not a problem. But yeah, be sure to, like I said, if you don't mind, drop a like and follow. I always really appreciate that. But might as well, since I've already grinded for Devin Hester, I'm gonna get those last 3. It is echoing a bit. All right, appreciate that. Let me see if I can fix that a bit. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna try to workshop it. Give me a second. Does it sound a little bit better now? Let's work. We'll go ahead. Four. Yeah, I've been trying to work like it'll get a little bit better over the next 5 or so. But, okay, there we go. I'm trying to get OBS to sync up with TikTok Live, and I have to get a certain see if I can I know that worked a little bit. I'm still trying I know, thankfully it sounds pretty good on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, so definitely. Yeah, like I said, TikTok is a little weird when it comes to, workshop. I'll hopefully get better at commentating. Fix we'll work through it, but appreciate you commenting.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway.
Yep.
Texas.
26.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They move the tight end all over. The give to the tailback. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down.
Alrighty, let's try to finish
Used to
this
play fake
up.
now to throw.
Hopefully my mic sounds
Fires
a
to the
little bit
wide
better.
out. Working on the right.
Thank you for that, Braxton.
Fires
Appreciate
into
the
the end
follow,
zone.
and yeah, I look forward to playing the game tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you if I end up streaming.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I'm definitely after this live gonna try to tweak with the settings a bit more. Hopefully you can hear me.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Avoids, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And man, that's the second fumble of the game. That's day one. Like, we go over this, cover each point of the football, tuck it away. Don't reach it out from your body. So frustrating for a coach. You draw up all these scripts and all these plays, and the first thing you do the first 2 drives is cough the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
And touchdown.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position.
One day I'll get these settings right for my audio. Until then, I appreciate those dealing with these issues.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown.
There we go.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17?
Nope.
Looking for space. It's Owens.
Pass the ball so I can sack. Jesus.
That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside.
There we go. Get the sack.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Damn, there's some dot by the CPU.
There that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it down.
Appreciate you joining the live, Luke. Hopefully, if you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you drop a like and a follow. I will be uploading CFB 26 content when it drops tomorrow at noon.
Back to pass, it's McCown. And this defense is sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Here and here still, drop your favorite team in the comments. I'd love to know. Because I will be trying to do a gameplay with at least every team. Whether that happens or not, yet to be seen, but I'm just excited that they finally brought back high school and Road to Glory. That's going to be pretty fun. Going to try to throw my high school in there through Team Builder. How accurate it's going to look. Let's see. But the fun part, you get to do it all on your own and just have fun. Thank you for all who are joining the live right now. I do really appreciate it. Trying to work through some audio issues, so if you can hear me, let me know. If you have any feedback on my audio, let me know as well. Always appreciate it if you can hear me.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, it's Jordan. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And
Appreciate you for joining the live. Be sure to drop a like and a follow if you are excited for College Football 26. I will be posting as much content as I can. And I probably should have been looking at my screen because I just missed that easy point after throw.
Off the speed, taking it 90+ yards to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on second and long from the 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, there's the ball. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that?
There we go. Easy strip fumble there.
Hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turn.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Appreciate those who are joining the live. Be sure to drop a like and let me know your favorite team. That's always appreciated.
But man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Jordan. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. At midfield, he's got room. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And how much running room have they been able to
Got
find
Devin
on the
Hester.
ground?
Now I just got to live
Throwing up
stream
some
long enough so I
naughty
can get
rush
Lodi Nada.
attempts. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
48, South Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
These offenses getting a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Thank you so much for joining the live. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to still work through some audio issues that'll probably not get fixed till after the stream.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Creates a little space. Oh, look out! He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out.